Hello, Elena.
Hi, Patricia. How are you?
Okay.
Good.
Um, there you are.
Can you see me?
I'm so glad we could spend this time together, and it's wonderful to see you face to face.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you.
so, Elena, remind me, I know I was there in the beginning and was there the first day you came to ECAD. Remind me of why you came and what why you needed an ECAD service dog to help you at the time and now.
Okay. Well, believe it or not, Patricia, that was about 10 years ago. And
My,
I came to ECAD because I was at a crossroads in my life when I was going to have to stop working because the effects of my disability had become too great. And I was looking at the prospect of having a person by my side, a home health aide. And I had been independent my whole life, and I was a mother, a wife, and I just couldn't see that happening. So I had come across ECAD at one of the fundraisers uh, in, I think, Dobbs Ferry at the time, and I saw what these service dogs were doing for people in wheelchairs. I didn't really understand what a service dog was, believe it or not. I just thought, that there were pets that people just brought around with them, and I understood what a guiding eyes dog did, but not what a service dog did. And that event showed me that, oh, maybe I could depend on a dog and I don't have to depend on a person. And so that was when I got Garrison. There was a very lengthy interview process, which you were at, and an application process. And I was fortunate enough to be placed with Garrison. And Garrison was there, worked every single day of his life, and he basically helped me raise my kids. So I am eternally grateful to him. Now I'm lucky enough to have gotten a second service dog, also through ECAD, Acadia. And Acadia is continuing on in his legacy, but now we're at kind of a different crossroads in my life,
right.
unfortunately. So,
Yes. And how is Acadia helping you deal with the stress of the pandemic we're living through?
well, it's very stressful, as you can hear from my voice. Um, I mean, it's stressful for everyone, but especially for the disabled who can't readily self-isolate, or social distancing. How can you socially distance when you need help? But with Acadia, I'm able to do that. Luckily, social distancing does not apply to dogs. so, so
That is a good
goodness,
thing.
thank goodness. But growing with Garrison all those years, he was a big part of my life was being out in public, and now in the current situation, a big part of my life is being home. And Acadia is helping me stay safe at home, because before I didn't want to have a home health aide. I didn't want to have a person by my side. Now I really can't have somebody by my side. Now it's a matter of really life or death because of my underlying condition. I should say, well, of course you know, but everyone else can know. I have a neuromuscular disease, and I use an electric wheelchair for mobility.
Mhm.
So Acadia is a service dog, but I guess he falls into the category of a mobility assistance dog. And
Right.
so what that means is that he helps me with things around the house, turning on lights, opening doors. You probably see in the background, there's a
Mhm.
little
Oh,
string
yes.
there.
I can see
So
that
that's how
now.
he opens doors, because I cannot open a refrigerator door. People think I'm a lot stronger than I am, but I'm in fact very, very weak. And ECAD was able to, and in particular Lou, was able to see that, and um, she saw what a dog could do for me and trained that dog to help me.
Mhm.
Those
Well, when we talked earlier, you told me about one which I thought was a delightful image about how Arcadia helped you when, in one particular instance, when your leg was you were sitting on your leg and it got stuck in the wheelchair.
Yeah, one thing about Acadia is that, and ECAD service dogs, is that they have problem solving skills. Acadia knows 80 plus commands, but he also can reason some way. I know that sounds crazy, but we're taught as part of the ECAD program these 80 commands and how to work with a dog. That's part of the whole process of getting a service dog. I know I'm doing a long-winded answer
That's
to your
all.
question, but it's very important to visualize this because we know, unique commands and the dog responds to that. But what's so interesting about Acadia is its problem-solving skills. I was able to use a command that I used to open the door to get him to pull my leg out from underneath me. I was alone, and this was a situation where my leg was very cramped, and I was going to have to call for help, but who can you call? I mean, but he was there, and he saw the distress, and I pointed to my leg, and I said, tug, and he freed my leg, which I would expect nothing less from any ECAD service dog. So it just shows you that you're able to transfer those commands into other situations other than the specific command that it was utilized for. I can give you another.
So you turned a frightening situation into something that was helping you, and something that I find just the image of it helps me at this particular time. So to get Acadia and before him Garrison ready to help someone like you and so many other people who come to ECAD, what do you have to say to the donors who help support ECAD to have the dogs ready for
I cannot tell you what an amazing gift this dog is. It takes a lot of time and energy, and until you actually see him and have worked with the dog, you really can't appreciate how much effort and how much these dogs can do. So I know that times are really bad, and now every dollar is more precious than before to everyone, but ECAD and its supporters have just, you cannot imagine the gift that this dog has given me. It's given me the gift of independence. And there's so many people I know out there, that the people living with disabilities, the veterans, the children living with autism, that desperately need these service dogs to be independent. And now really to almost, I hate to say it, but stay alive due to the threats of COVID. So any amount that anyone can give is just so appreciative. And thank you, supporters, donors, and
thank you, Elena, for always being one of our great spokespersons. What is politically correct? Spokespeople?
Spokespeople. But thank you, Patricia. Thank you, ECAD, for letting me tell my story, and thank you, supporters, for everything. Come, Sam, come here, come here. I want you to say hi to everyone. Come on, my lap, come on, that's it, come on, that's it, up. Yay, good boy. Can you see him? What a good boy.
Oh,
I know, I can't, it's a little bit hard to see him. Do you want me to pull back a little bit? Come here.
Yes,
come here.
Back to that stable.
Come here, can you see him?
Oh,
I can't get him to turn around. All right, say goodbye.
He's totally focused on you.
Yes, see that? Bye, Patricia. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Elena.